Chop and said Mewtwo versus Pikachu Libre.
Mewtwo versus Pikachu.
So then I believe that makes Mewtwo Richard since he's on the perspective camera?
Yes.
Awesome. All right, so I'm very curious to see these two players play. Haven't seen either of them in action as this is such a new game. There's so many things to be developed, so many things to be figured out. And he's opting for that offensive Pokemon for support to start. We'll see what Stud brings to the table, per se. That's not really a table, more of a battlefield. He's got Cubone.
Let's go, Stud.
So here in field phase, it's all about, well, there it is. It's about getting into dual phase. That's all it's about. Both these Pokemon, all the Pokemon excel in dual phase. That's what they get all of their damage. And Pikachu just kind of backing up into the Mewtwo.
Pikachu Libre.
Pikachu Libre, who is a female. Oh, solid grab. Stop that counter.
Nice.
Oh, but then Mewtwo's showing he can stop grab with normal attack. We saw the entire triangle happen just here. And now, oh, she tried to hyper beam to the left to get a hard read, but
Cubone assist from Pikachu Libre.
But shit, Mewtwo just not having any of that. Punching him with like 16 different fists that appear out of thin air.
Healing himself.
Healing himself and getting a little bit of boost with that synergy. Like to see it. Love to have it. And we got both players now finally in the dual phase again. And the dual phase, if you activate either of the phases into dual or into field, you boost that synergy burst a little bit. So giving you a slight advantage. But Pikachu getting that super duper grab of death in his synergy burst mode. And once again, getting another grab, actually.
Wow.
Those things do an absurd amount of damage. And you hit them into the wall, they actually take more damage. They take wall damage. But Mewtwo, firing it back, throwing some DNA molecules at him, which, by the way, I'm a scientist. They do not look like that. I promise. But
we have a
timeout. I have actually never seen a timeout in Pokken. Really? But that game going to Mewtwo with a timeout. All right. See, it's good, though, because it wasn't too long. I didn't feel like I was sitting here for an hour waiting for that timeout. But going into game 2, how will these players change up their playstyle? Pikachu Libre just falling over saying, man, that hyper beam is looking real smooth. I'm just going to take a quick little nap.
Mewtwo going in with the homing attack. Wow, this is a lot of damage coming.
Yeah, just from a basic homing attack, taking Pikachu Libre down like 120% and getting into field dual phase. But, I was going to say, but Pikachu Libre is the one taking the damage. And he did. Mewtwo with a beautiful combo into a Hyper Beam, actually, or whatever that move is called. I call it Hyper Beam. Probably not called Hyper Beam.
Pikachu Libre in Synergy mode, I believe.
Yeah, in the Synergy Burst mode, but he's not getting much out of it. This Mewtwo Richard Nguyen showing that he's not afraid. The man has no fear, just running up to that Pikachu with the heart on it. And he himself got a burst. We got burst, he burst. Wow. And this will probably be it. He got the setup. The man throwing out that projectile, putting the Pikachu Libre into enough stun to get this super death punch of death.
Amazing.
Wow, guys, you see all that damage? That will be a kill.
That is game 1 going to Richard Nguyen.
Absolutely. And that was actually a very smart decision going into that Synergy Burst mode. Well, actually, he could have saved it. Who knows? But either way, the man took the W. Going into set 2, if you guys are unfamiliar with how Pokken works here, it is best of 3, but it's best of 3, 2 out of 3 sets. So you gotta win 2 sets, or two rounds, I guess they call it in this game, in order to win your set and move on in the bracket. But going into set 2, let's see what this Stud does to his gameplay to mix up this Richard Nguyen.
Adapt to this Mewtwo projectile game.
Absolutely. This game is so versatile. You have so many opportunities to adapt. I was about to say good job on Pikachu Libre getting that opening, but it was Mewtwo instead. A solid, 250 damage?
Back into dual phase.
Ah, wow. So quickly. Moving back and forth. Such a good counter coming up Pikachu. And into a combo. Pikachu Libre, very weak, looks like. Only did like 99 damage. Kind of disappointing. It looks so cool, but he broke that grab, got the damage, but didn't quite get the grab. That is okay.
Still in field phase.
Yep, back into field phase once again. Pikachu Libre getting full burst, but he's not using it quite yet. Looking like he wants to save it for an energy health boost or something.
Oh, here we go.
There it is. Oh, but now laying on the damage. looking like it should do a lot more than it actually did, but it didn't. But there is the barrier into smacky smack. I'm not sure what the ability is.
Homing attack combo, I believe.
Yeah.
Getting some health back.
Get a little bit of health, get a little
back,
bit of energy. Yeah.
A little bit of range, trying to space out his opponent. That will not connect. That was the first attack.
He's he's putting the fear into his eye. Oh, but good DNA combo. Or not DNA, they're like, what are those things? They're rock particles of doom?
Combo, I believe.
Something like that. Well, either way, good job to Richard Nguyen taking that first round. We will see. Will he close out this set right now, or will Stud be able to run it back for a sweep? Who knows? We're going to have to find out.
Continuing through those shadow balls. Trying to keep the pressure on Pikachu Libre. This is with the counter.
Yeah.
Dual phase.
Yeah, good counter. Saving of the dual phase. Pikachu Libre still not taking it. Oh, but
wow, misses the assist completely.
Yeah, that assist Pokemon.
All form factor Pikachu Libre.
Yeah. Pikachu's slender, sleek body just ducking right under those beams of death.
Those leather costume on.
The leather costume giving them the advantage in this. But we are seeing Mewtwo sort of running away with this game. Will Pikachu Libre's synergy boost give him any much of an advantage? But no, the same combo we saw Rich Nguyen use in the beginning of the set. Such a smart play by Rich Nguyen. He used those projectiles and canceled the last approach, which baited the Pikachu into thinking that he had the synergy, but instead, Mewtwo canceling it out, dodging the synergy burst, whatever, is that called?
Synergy burst, yeah.
It's a super duper move.
Sip.
The soup. And he taking the game, taking the set. Good job to Richard Nguyen showing.
The 4-game sweep.
Yeah, 4-game sweep. The sweep deep. That's what we're going to call those now.
Yeah, sweep. Guys,
geez, guys.
Mewtwo looking like a very strong character in this tournament.
Absolutely. Very strong, very fast, and a decent projectile game, which is something that a lot of the characters actually have. It's very different than a lot of fighter games where you have some characters that have projectiles, but in this game, every character has a projectile. You have Machamp.
With a ranged attack.
That man can zone you. He's Machamp.
With throwing his fists at you. That makes...
Yeah. He throws blue fists of death and giant rocks towards your directions, and you just got to sit there and shield.
I mean, I believe that those projectiles aren't, one of the best in the game, but they do the job. And
but they are projectiles.
His game plan is to get in, do a bunch of damage, and try to stay in there, do a little guessing game, rock, paper, scissors,
Yeah, or scissors, as we talked about before.
Yep, scissors.
But now we have Jacob sitting down across from Chuckles. So I do not know what his... I think it's his tag and Pokken too.
Well,
Chuckles.
we already know that Jacob is definitely going to go Pikachu.
Yeah, I mean, he's got to.
It's
because Ryu and Duck Hunt aren't in this game, so the man's going to have to opt for that Pikachu. So we got Jacob on the perspective cam, Chuckles as Lucario.
We didn't see a lot of Lucario.